announcing the authorization of support for the bidder. At that point in time, they start making monthly payments to that provider for that service. Once again, this is a supplement that's provided to that provider to provide that service to that specific block route. Carriers must complete the project by the end of the 8th year. 40% of the service is expected to be provided by the end of the 3rd year. That is one of the milestones they set out. 60% is projected to be provided by the end of the 4th year. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Wesley to give y'all a little more information.
Good afternoon, Judge and Commissioners. Wesley Traylor here. Just kind of going over a few other items as it relates to broadband and just getting folks access to the internet, more or less. The first one being centered around the Affordable Connectivity Program. This is an existing program that was funded through the Infrastructure and Investment and Jobs Act. This is a replacement for the program through the Emergency Broadband Benefit Program. And this is essentially a subsidy that's available through providers. This is a program an existing provider would extend out to eligible households for more affordable internet services. I thought it was important just to include this one in this presentation today to just kind of show that there are mechanisms out there. I know that we're talking about so much today about a physical piece that's extending fiber or internet service to a home. There's also a component of affordability that lies in this as well. So I want to make sure that we noted that through the Affordable Connectivity Program, most commonly referred to as the ACP Program, that allows for up to about a $30 a month discount on internet services, or a one-time discount up to $100 off of a laptop, tablet, or computer. And again, this program is currently available. Another one is the USDA's Reconnect loan and grant program. Provides loans and grants for broadband access in rural areas without sufficient access to broadband. This is another broadband program that's funded through the Infrastructure and Investment and Jobs Act. There's $2 billion funding, with loans up to $50 million and grants up to $35 million. Private and governmental entities are eligible. However, I should note underneath the USDA Reconnect loan and grant program, you need to have a lead applicant. You cannot have co-applicants on this program. So the county's going after it, the county needs to be the front runner on that. The COG's going after it, they need to be the front runner, or whatever. Other types of entities will be going after that. We just need to make sure there's a lead applicant involved with that program. This is the Enabling Middle Mile Broadband Infrastructure Program. It's also another program through the Investment Act. $1 billion for high-speed internet access, for construction improvements, for acquisition. It should be making awards in 2023 through a 5-year implementation. That's what that program will look like. Eligible entities to apply for this program are governments, industry, nonprofits, and partnerships. And again, this program is currently open for applications. Then we get back to ARPA. And of course, broadband is eligible through ARPA. What it is for infrastructure unlikely to be met with private sources of funds. So kind of bridging that gap between what we referred to earlier in terms of profitable connections and more of that unprofitable getting it out to that last home that's 2 miles down a country road that no one else lives on, right? So emphasis on that. Households or businesses lacking wireline connections capable of 25 down and 3 up. In prioritizing that last mile connection. Some other items to just keep in mind when looking at the ARPA use of broadband dollars is avoiding duplication. And kind of hit on that a little bit earlier, just in terms of there are so many different programs that are out there right now offering incentives to the private industry or others to extend fiber or microwave technology. We have to make sure that when the county or the city is going after broadband projects, that they are not doing a project that's achieving the same results with other federal funds. We don't need a duplication of benefits there. So avoiding duplication means location of already existing service, an agreement to build service to that same location by December 31st of 2024, state funding commitments already. So we're going in and just trying to hurry up a process because we've already got the ARPA funds. We think we can do it by December 31st, 2024. If there's already another commitment to get broadband funding, broadband in place for those locations, we're all running into a duplication of benefits issues. New service underneath broadband should provide at a minimum 100 down and 20 up, but with the scalability of building out for 100 down and 100 up. 100 up as well, being just there on that difference for scalability. And the provider must participate in the program that I mentioned a little bit earlier called the ACP Program, or Affordable Connectivity Program. Judge, commissioners, that's what we've got on available opportunities for broadband right now. I know that it's a ton of different programs. And of course, it is not, it's not necessarily part of our scope of our contract with the county right now to tell you everything that's out there. But we do feel like it's important to just know that there is so much money that's flying out right now for y'all to at least have a grasp of what's going on with broadband.
Wesley, does your firm offer grant writing services that we could use to apply for these?
Correct, we do. We do. Any grant that we help any community with, it all starts with a competitive procurement process and is pertinent to each opportunity that we're going after.
So it does look like there's a lot of potential money out there for broadband over the next few years. Some of it I think was limited. It's just like ours. It's got to be done, determined by 24 and maybe spent by 26, the ARPA funds for the state. But there are other funding sources potentially that we may be able to go out for to hopefully, and I think some of it I think you identified was some of the last mile stuff that we might be able to get some of the things that I think we're trying to accomplish. We want to be able to get it to those people's houses out there that, you know, are lacking service today. So,
Correct, Judge. Correct. Yeah, what we're seeing and hearing in a bunch of other communities that we're working with, and what we're hearing from the state broadband office is that we are getting better maps. There's goal publishing those beginning of 2023. A lot of the issues many counties are having, many cities are having right now is that they've got 5 different sets of maps they're looking at from different third-party providers, broadband consultants, other folks that are providing different mapping mechanisms. And the hardest part for them in terms of spending dollars is understanding what do they have right now and what do they need. So that's something we're trying to kind of just walk that dance with them on right now.
yeah. Okay. Any other questions?
Where to begin?
Yeah. Okay. The next item is an executive session to convene an executive session pursuant to Texas Government Code 551.0725 to deliberate business and financial issues related to a contract being negotiated.
Thank you, Judge. I'm Ed Bull. I did tender an opinion to the court already that in my opinion, it would be detrimental to the court's position if we were to deliberate this in open court. I'd ask for the court to take a vote. It'd be unanimous before we take it up in executive session.
I do offer a motion.
I'll second.
Okay, motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor, raise your right hand. It's unanimous. Time is 2:43. Certainly court, Cheryl, remember Kim, who all, Trev? Okay. Y'all ready? Okay, we're coming out of executive session. There's no action to be taken. It's 3:32. Next item is to adjourn. Thank y'all.
Thank you.